Alrighty then, here we are, Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 437. Easier to destroy than create. There's Stanley. He's snoring a little bit. We already had our walk today. Alright. Are you tearing others down? Not writing? Descending into the doldrums? How are you approaching the day? How are you approaching your career as an indie author? Even if you only write part-time, but if you're still selling books, say you're a professional at it, even if you're not full-time professional, it's still a professional. It's all cool. We appreciate all authors. All authors are peers. But when you find it easier to tear others down, little things like, oh, you can't write a good book if you write more than 4 a year. What you're saying is, I write 4 books a year, and my books are great, and everybody else's books are not great. And is that really what you want to say? No. It's just trying to tear other people down. It adds no value to you, your business, and it doesn't make your words any better. Creating is hard. People who create, that's why everybody who says, I'm going to write a book, only 1 out of 100 actually do. And then the other 99 might take the opportunity to say, hey, well, just because I didn't write a book, his book is terrible. So if I wrote one, it would be better than that. Well, then write one, because creating is hard. That's why people don't create as much as they critique those who do. Look at how many people critique movies, series, TV shows, all of that. Lots of critics out there. But how many people are actually doing the creating? And when those people create something worth watching, well then, or worth watching, worth reading, then, hey, it's cool. That's when the snowball effect happens. People all dive on and say, hey, this is great. And we've seen that with some great movies, series, books. People jump on board and they get entertained out of it. So yes, we do need critics. But when you look at something, think the 3-to-1 rule, 3 to 1. 3 positives for every 1 negative, and don't make it a butt sandwich. This was a good book, but it was really slow from actually after the first paragraph to that second last paragraph. Outside of that, it was great, but it was great. That's a butt sandwich, and it's not good. Being negative never helped anyone create, never helped anyone be better at what they're doing. Spite isn't a long-term motivator, because holding on to that anger, it just makes you a bitter person. And is that who you really want to be? The answer is no. No, you don't want to be a better person. So, better person, not bitter person. So, think about that. Think about what you become. Embrace those moments of inspiration, but also embrace the beauty of the perspiration. Because in between those inspired moments, in between those inspired phrases, that inspired scene, you're going to have a lot of pedestrian kind of work, blue-collar work, the perspiration of writing a book. Make it happen, and then in the end, you're going to look at it and say, yes, this is a good book. Those tie it together. Because you think, hey, you've got a beautiful pearl here, and you're making a necklace. Guess what? You've got to tie knots in between those pearls. Tying knots, are those inspired? No, but they're critical to having a pearl necklace. Do what you have to do to then put on display that inspiration. All right. Easier to destroy than create. Think about the creation process. If you are able to create, you are gifted. You are one of the gifted few. And other people will take pot shots at you. You have to accept that, but don't join that fray. Don't become one of those people who makes it easier to say, hey, this book isn't very good. Oh my God, look at this book. Oh, how can it be written? How can it be so successful out there? You should read my books. Nobody's going to read your books when you're doing that. They're going to fall off. It doesn't work. You just have to have confidence that your words are good and that your words today are better than the ones yesterday. And then that makes you better and better going along. Do the best you can for you, and don't get into that rut of criticizing others or critiquing others, because then you're going to stop creating, because it's easier just to try to tear other people down. Peace, fellow humans.